Consciousness. It's the state of being awake and aware of one's surroundings. Mahatma Gandhi. There is a higher court than courts of all courts. My biggest decision. I had to choose whether to play basketball or not, or be a big performer in basketball. This decision I used SEER. I used this decision because it helped me study my decision, elect it, execute, and review my options. I chose to play basketball.
Who was involved in this decision?
At the time, he was my boyfriend, and now he's my husband. But my boyfriend at the time, William Thaler, which is your father, he was part of that decision because I really wanted to keep our oldest son. I wanted to have him, and he was supportive of that.
Why was this decision so important?
It was so important because it was about a life, and I really felt that I could be a responsible parent. I know that doesn't make any sense at the age of 17, but the reality is that I felt like I could be responsible to take care of him, and I did.
Why did you have to make this decision?
I made this decision because it was a life, and I wanted to have your brother because his life was important to me, and it was very important for me to raise this child, and I knew I could do it.
How did this decision affect your life in the short term?
Well, in the short term, it caused me to go to college, and it caused me to thrive, to make good money. I knew that I did not want to be poor, and so it was very, very important to me to make money, and so I went to college.
How did this decision affect your life in the long term?
Well, in the long term, I make money. I make a lot of money. I make good money, and I'm very educated.
Did this decision affect any of your relationships? If so, how?
Well, I've been with my boyfriend at that time. Now he's my husband. We've been together 28 years. So I would say that has been a very powerful relationship. And my oldest son is 27 years old, and my children are about 9.5 years apart from each other. But I feel really blessed as a parent. I feel very, very solid with my husband, and I can't wait for another 28 more years.
If you could go back, would you make the same decisions you made?
I would. Absolutely.
Malcolm X is a martyr. Malcolm X is a martyr because he is one of the most influential civil rights activists of all time who put his life on the line every single day for what he believed in. He wanted to help African Americans across the world get rid of segregation. Malcolm X is a martyr, and he died by assassination.